On Simp Controversy, I get a lot of angry mail, angry messages from Christians. Very rarely do I get angry messages from atheists. Not in my inbox. I get angry comments from atheists, but I don't get angry messages in my inbox from atheists. But I do from Christians, quite a bit, from time to time. Now we have Brother Michael 1000, who decided to come at me with, let's see, how many paragraphs is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 paragraphs, 4 very large paragraphs, where he is now explaining to me that I'm an emergent crackpot, that I'm a hypocrite, that I don't know anything about God, I don't know anything about the Old Testament or the New Testament. Then he quotes me all these verses, says that I'm sugarcoating everything. I mean, I didn't read it the first time, I really didn't care. When people come at me like this, I'm kind of like, dude, I don't know you. Maybe you should just say hello. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then his big point was, he was saying that I was saying that you should let God change you, because then people will be naturally drawn to you, and that helps you to get his message across. Now, Brother Michael thinks that I'm saying that I want people to love me and be drawn to me, and I want them to only think about me, and it's all about promoting me. Are you stupid, dude? Are you freaking, like, do people tell you that you have something wrong with you mentally or something? This is the vessel. I am a vessel, dude. God made me in this vessel. If people aren't drawn to this vessel, they won't be drawn to God. There's really no way that I can direct everybody's attention and glory to God without first directing it to me. If I sit and point up to him like this, they have to look at me to see me pointing up to him. Of course you want them drawn to you, but then you need to give all the glory to God. You need to just say, hey, I'm glad you're drawn to me, I'm glad you like this about me, but it's not me that you actually like, it's what God has done to me. It's the God inside of me. That's what you like, and not only that, but he can do the same thing for you. Everything that he's done in me that you like about me, he will do for you if you trust him, and I'll show you how. That is what you need to do. And this whole idea that the fact that I think that God is supposed to sanctify you and make you into the righteous person that he intended you to be, and pull away your sin and make you better from the inside out, so that then you are equipped to just be who you're supposed to be at all times, which will cause people to want to be around you, want to listen to what you have to say, want to listen to your thoughts about God, want to hear your truths, all of that. The fact that you think that me thinking that those things are good is some crackpot weird idea is a crackpot weird idea. How exactly are you going to bring glory to God if nobody likes you? And then, people like you, and the thing is, Brother Michael, you seem to think that I don't know all this stuff you're saying. Like I've never heard it before. Like it's all news to me. I grew up Church of Christ, bro. Then I moved to Presbyterian. Then I moved to, I don't even know what, non-denominational, like, I've been through all the different stages of being a Christian. I know the mindset you're coming from. Everybody's going to hell. I've got to save them. I'm worried about it. I'm anxious about it. As soon as I see somebody, all I care about is, did you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus is the Son of God? And if you haven't, well, now I can't even really hang out with you, because all I can think about is how much I've got to get you to do that so you won't burn in hell. That's your mindset. That's the world you live in. You're telling me that it's so cruel of me to sugarcoat and lighten this, because the reality is they're all going to hell, and somebody's got to warn them. We've tried warning them, buddy. We've tried it. We've had megaphones. We've gone out into the streets. You know what we've done? We've made everybody hate us. People don't listen to people they don't respect. People don't respect people who don't listen to them. If your only concern is sharing your information with this person and that's where you're coming from, guess what? They can tell you're not listening to them. They can tell you have an agenda. They can tell you're not really respecting them. They can tell that there's some kind of mission to you, some kind of thing to conquest. You've got to conquer them and turn them Christian. They sense this, and nobody likes it. Nobody likes somebody who is acting that way with them. They just want you to respect them and be there with them and value what they say too. The thing is, I've read the Bible, dude. I've read it too. I came to a different conclusion than you. I know, I'm such a jerk. How dare I not come to the conclusion that you and all your Christian friends came to when I read the Bible? How dare it make sense to me in a different way than it did to you? I'm such a jerk. There are a lot of things in the Bible that people seem to think are cut and dry, that when I read them, they're not cut and dry. There's a whole tale being told here that nobody's talking about. We've oversimplified everything. We took in one verse where it says, confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and you will be saved. Man, I was freaking going and then I got interrupted. But, so what I was saying, I think, is that we have taken that verse and we have tried to oversimplify and turn the Bible into being all based on that verse. The whole Bible can be boiled down to you've got to just choose to believe that Jesus is the Son of God, which, first of all, how any man can choose to believe anything is beyond me. You are convinced or you aren't. That is just how things are. I can say I believe there are flying unicorns outside my door. I don't actually believe they are. I can say it till I'm blue in the face. I can try as hard as I can to believe it. But I don't believe it, guys, because it just doesn't seem likely to me. That is the way people are with belief. So this whole idea that we're going to get them to choose to believe already doesn't make any sense to me. But okay, so they boil it down to now you have to get people to believe and get them to confess with their mouth, and now your job is done. They're saved. They're going to heaven when they die. Mission accomplished. Good job. Pat yourself on the back. Go eat a freaking vanilla wafer and have a wonderful celebration. You have done your part. You've saved someone. Do you guys really think the Bible's that simple? You guys really think? And what about the fact that Jesus kept saying the kingdom of heaven is now? So nobody thinks about that hard enough. The kingdom of heaven is now. The kingdom of heaven is within you. He says it over and over. Well, I don't know if he says it over and over, but he says it more than once. He expresses that the kingdom of heaven is now, and the kingdom of heaven is within us. Well, if it's within us and it's now, and he said that, why are we so focused on where we're going when we die? Doesn't it sound like Jesus was talking about some kind of now thing? Brother Michael, I don't know what it is I don't know what's up your butt. I don't know what you're so upset about. I love the fact that you're calling me a cult leader and all that stuff when I don't force my beliefs on anyone, and I have never brainwashed or indoctrinated anyone into anything I believe. Not only that, I make it very, very clear that, like, I don't need anyone to believe what I believe. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. You can't really be a cult leader if you're not trying to brainwash people into your own beliefs. You're telling me I'm a cult leader because I'm not trying to brainwash people into your beliefs. But the thing is, Brother Michael, I had a mindset a lot like yours. It didn't get me anywhere, buddy. It did not get me anywhere. As soon as I started opening my mind and becoming open to the idea that maybe the Bible doesn't mean what most people think it does, and maybe I should just let God show me what it's really saying. As soon as I actually took on that mindset, my life got very different, and things began to make a lot more sense. Your worldview doesn't make a lot of sense, especially in context of a lot of verses in the Bible that you have to ignore to make your worldview make sense. So, yeah, I'm so flattered that you tried to fix me. But I need no fixing, Brother Michael. I would probably, if I were you, turn your view away from people like me and on to you. That is all. I have to touch just one more time on just the stupidity of this idea that you have, Brother Michael. And I hope that you watch this, and I hope that you see it. I hope that you'll be open-minded and see that what I'm saying is real. I hope that you'll look just at the spirit inside of me. You can look at people and just tell if they're telling the truth. You can see genuineness, and you can see shadiness and shiftiness. There's nothing shady or shifty about me. Everything I'm saying, I fully believe, and you can just see it in me. But your whole thing was that it's like arrogant and selfish and weird that I say God is going, that when God makes you more the true you and God takes away your sin, that people are naturally drawn to you and this is a good thing and this is somehow arrogance in your mind or whatever. Imagine what you're proposing here. You're proposing that you are supposed to save the world. You are supposed to go out and save souls for Christ, convince them to change their whole worldview, and believe something based on what you say. They're supposed to believe it because of you. And yet, you say that if they like you, or are drawn to you, or want to be around you, or admire you, or think you're something special, you're doing it wrong! So, basically, Brother Michael, you're supposed to go out there and convince a bunch of people who can't like you, they must hate you, or you're doing it wrong, to listen to you. They can't like you, but you've got to get them to listen to you. Just don't do it in a way that makes them like you. Because if they like you, you've done it wrong! Do you understand the futileness of this concept? If people like you, you're doing it wrong, but if they don't listen to you, you're doing it wrong. People don't listen to people they don't like, Brother Michael. You're in a conundrum and a paradox. Might want to get that worked out. Alright, later.